OMG, crypto's crashing. It's the end of the world. Just playing. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis, quoting Max Kaiser. The MAGA agenda means efficiency and accountability to an economy and stock market that has known neither for 45 years. I'd expect a 66% pullback in the S&P 500 if Trump and Musk go full metal jacket on fraud, waste, and abuse. We'll be discussing why the market is tanking, which most likely has to do 100% with manipulation right now. We'll also be discussing Bybit CEO declares war against Lazarus after the 1.4 billion crypto hack. We'll also be discussing Metaplanet and El Salvador stack more of the biddy as the Bitcoin price slides now roughly 10% in the past day. We'll also be discussing SBF post for the first time in 2 years and the FTT scam token pumps. Well, it was probably until the dump. Even Trump coin is down to $13 here today. But anyways, also Ohio introduces a bill preventing state taxes on crypto payments. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin could be headed for 70,000 Goblin town on the ETF exodus, according to Just Blaze Arthur Hayes. And I got to give him respect because he was the only one calling for 80,000 for the past couple of weeks. And we're pretty close to 80,000 right now. He says we're likely to go down to 70. And quoting Ash Crypto, so you're telling me Bitcoin dumped more than 10,000 in 2 days without any major negative news? This is pure manipulation. All these big frickin' exchanges and market makers are liquidating people and making millions with volatility. It is the typical Wall Street playbook. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more in today's show. Welcome everyone to the live stream. Shout out everyone working at McDonald's, the DCA. You got to do what you got to do. Big Jones in the digital building. Shout out James Jones. I actually picked up some eggs at the local grocery store and I actually shared a photo of the prices. And I was assuming eggs were $8 because I never look at the price. $16.50 for a dozen. And those are like the regular white eggs. I like to eat organic brown eggs, more than natural. Dude, it's no joke. I bought a 30 pack and I got a discount for $28, but I think that's officially the most I've ever paid for eggs. It just goes to show you how crazy inflation is. I remember being a kid, Halloween, egging houses and doing all the crazy shenanigans with the friends. I think twice about throwing a $1 egg. Good Lord. But that's the world we're living in. Thank God for Bitcoin, the ultimate hedge against inflation. Welcome everyone to the stream. Markets are crashing, but here's the good news. Here is the silver lining. 1 Bitcoin is still equivalent to 1 Bitcoin. Don't forget that. It always will be as well. Shout out Harry Balls. Good to have you here. Shout out James. Shout out Don George. Shout out Chandy. JV and I talked about this and have it figured out. ADGs was skipped and felt it never had its chance. It wants some attention, and then we are clear to take off again. ADGs is kind of us. Precisely. And we also have some future CME gaps at around that level as well. So yeah, I mean, it looks like we're about to close those mofos. And Metaplanet bought 13 million. Yeah, we will be discussing El Salvador buying the dip, Metaplanet buying the dip in our news today. How quick do y'all think it'll bounce back? I mean, your guess is as good as ours. I'm hoping sooner than later, but we shall soon see. And we'll be breaking this down according to the top analysts. Yeah, man, $16.50 for eggs. I posted the proof of work on my X. I mean, I have the photo. I'll just share it to you. I took pictures at the grocery store. I typically don't pay attention to the prices. I'm a Bitcoiner. But I'm just like, I'm curious what it is because I know in El Salvador, you can literally get 30 eggs for $3.50. So I'm like, okay, let's check out some of the eggs. And I bought that 30 pack. It was $28 at Supermax here in Puerto Rico. But just regular eggs, $16.49 for a dozen, and you can get the 8. And this is the white eggs, not organic. The 18 pack of eggs you can get for $18.50, so just above $1 per egg. Whereas in El Salvador, it's 10 cents an egg. So it's just mind-boggling, and that's just a great reflection of inflation and the dollar continuing to lose its value. Yeah, I mean, shout out Laserface, shout out James, JV on the court calling the plays. Me and Serge ballin', winning all day. You know how we do. But good to see the fam. Shout out Steven Icon. How you been, brother? Good to see a familiar face here. I'm only allowed 1 dozen eggs per purchase at Trader Joe's. Are you shitting me? They're limiting. The only thing I can think of, why are eggs so expensive? Number one, they're healthy. And I guess their propaganda that it makes your cholesterol bad and will make you unhealthy is not working. So like, let's just raise the prices and blame it on the bird flu or something like that. And then we can triple, quadruple the prices. The only logic I can think out of that. But man, El Salvador is the place to be. 10 cents an egg. I remember when I used to stock shelves at Publix Supermarket in Florida, one of my early jobs after working at Mickey D's. It was like 99 cents a dozen. Like, yeah, I mean, so it's just crazy. I can't believe it. Like close to $20 for a dozen eggs. Good Lord. No wonder when I go out to breakfast and order an omelet, it's like $50 here. And I was like, why is it so much for eggs? Now we understand. And I also got me some caffeinated thermos. Oh, what do we call this? But yeah, I'm super caffeinated today because I drank a coffee when I went out to the supermarket. And I just made another coffee from Surge. You know, I mix it with the almond milk, of course. But so you got super caffeinated JV today for what it's worth. Eggs will keep you living until 120, Lord willing. That's what I'm saying. The egg epidemic is ridiculous here in Cali, bro. Tell me what it is for a dozen, brother. Here it's $16.50. My mom said in Florida it's approximately 50 cents an egg if she buys the 18 count. What's an ounce of gold eggs? I know. Maybe the real egg will be more expensive than the gold egg here soon. But I forgot to check the X feed. We are streaming. There's a try stream. We're streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube as we do each and every day. You guys are on it. I already got a ton of reposts, so I just want to say thank you. You're going to notice the stream pinned at the very top of the X profile. I'm rocking the red because we have the blood in the market here today. But nonetheless, I will be sharing everything you need to know what's really going on in the market. There's definitely manipulation. I'm calling it. BTFDI did. Congratulations, short coin. That's exactly what you should do. Take advantage of it. Shout out to the East Afro King. All comments and quotes will get reposted in real time. Back at it. Come get your crypto news with a real one. Thank you, brother. Shout out Boss 33. Crypto News Alerts is now live. That's a fact, Jack. In fact, that's a blackjack, mofos. JV saves the market single-handedly, but I can't take all the credit. I also give it up for the Nippinator, who's not in his bed right now, making me look bad, Nip. You're making me look bad. Shout out WD Wagner. Also Steven, the Crypto Surge, Dr. Shred, Spine, Bring Facts, and the rest of the fam. Appreciate you guys. Keep the comments flowing. And JV, if you transfer Bitcoin from a cold wallet to another cold wallet, does Bitcoin grow in value in both or only from the original one you sent? Obviously, wherever it was sent from, it's no longer going to grow. It's not going to be there. It can only be in one place at a time. So if you hypothetically have one Bitcoin in wallet A and you transfer it to wallet B, then it's not going to exist in wallet A, and all of it will be in wallet B. And it will be whatever the Bitcoin amount is will always remain that Bitcoin amount. The fiat equivalent will change by the second as Bitcoin goes up and down and fluctuates in volatility. If the president pumps the biddy to 1 million, who's going to get a Trump stamp? What's up with the Trump stamp? We're paying about $40 with tax for 5 dozen eggs. I know, bro. That's insane. See, eggs are my go-to food. That's where I get my protein as a vegetarian. So yeah, eggs are important in my life. I'm always going to eat them, even if they, hypothetically speaking, if eggs were $10 per egg, I'm still going to eat them. Yeah, my breakfast will cost me, $50 as if I was eating out, cooking at home. I prefer to cook at home because that's the only way you can eat clean. For example, you go to any breakfast place, you think they're cooking with coconut oil? They're cooking with seed oils, such as maybe canola oil, vegetable oil, some form of poison. So you're paying extraordinary prices to be poisoned. The only way to not be poisoned is to eat clean and make it yourself so you understand everything that's going into the creation of it. I'm just preaching the facts there, fam. So be careful eating out thinking you're eating healthy. Even Olive Garden, you're like, but I only eat the salads, JV. Well, the number one ingredient in the dressing at Olive Garden is vegetable oil. So even at the Olive Garden, which you're paying premium for, you're not getting olive oil, you're getting fucking vegetable oil, and you're being poisoned. So stop getting poisoned and start making clean food from home, save money, and live longer, enjoy your Bitcoin, and that's about it. JV, go with Vitalik and soy latte. No, I don't do the soy. I'm not a soy boy. The soy is definitely not good. Are you saying McDonald's isn't healthy, JV? Hey, now, I know firsthand. I used to work there. That was my first job on the books. And after working there, I stopped eating meat cold turkey and never went back. I saw how disgusting it is and what the employees really do at your food because they're bored and they're crackheads. And I remember McDonald's was the only place I've ever applied at where there was like no drug tests. And then I asked the manager, I'm curious, why don't you do drug tests here? You know what I mean? Because obviously I never did drugs and I didn't, care to ask. I just was curious. And it's like, well, if we had drug tests, JV, we wouldn't have any employees. So it's like they knew that everyone was a crackhead or on drugs. And if they had drug tests, they wouldn't have anyone to work. I'm like, oh boy, I got to get the hell out of here. Yeah, I mean, I'm in Chicago and there's literally people selling a 2-pack of eggs in a Ziploc on the corner for $3. It costs more than the fentanyl. It's wild, isn't it? No way you worked at McDonald's, JB. No, I'm not exaggerating. I did. It was my first job. I was either 15 or 16. I maybe worked there for a couple of months, and then I got a job finally collecting grocery carts and bagging groceries at Publix, which was the local supermarket. It was closer to walk to because I used to jog to McDonald's because I didn't have a car. So it was like a mile run or jog each way, and Publix was half the distance, so it was a lot easier to work at Publix. Facts, drinking the blueberry banana smoothie, eh? That's terrible with the drug test at McDonald's. It's a true story, and that's what makes it that much more terrible. Hey, JV, I'm at home watching the greatest show on the YouTube. Love you, brother. Right back. Boom. Shakalaka. Keep the comments coming. Let's hit them with the theme music, shall we?
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day, maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome everyone joining the live stream, JV live and in the flesh. We already have 433 folks here, so thank you guys for helping to blow up the stream. Shout out James Moliet. Shout out Dud E Viper. I like that. ABB. Always be buying. These dips are gifts, and sometimes you don't realize it for years. But with Bitcoin, one day you will. Well said. Just reposted you guys. Shout out Satwise Jenks, the Bitcoin OG himself. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Just reposted you. Shout out Chris181. Just hit you with reposts. Shout out Bub. Appreciate you, brother. He wrote prices going up and Bitcoin going down. Stack. Egg prices going up. Exactly. Stack Vibidity. So you can continue to afford eggs, and we don't need to live off the bugs, which is their intention. Shout out Boss33. Thank you, brother. Just reposted you. Back at it again. Thank you, East Afro King. Thank you, Shortcoin BTFD. Let's get it. And again, thank you, Serge, and the rest of the fam. And a reminder, I do have a secondary account, which I created last month when I was in El Salvador. And you'll notice it here. If you guys can follow that account, Satoshi shall bless each and every one of you. It's a new account, so I only have 185 followers, so I can greatly use your support. And I use this as a backup account, and also it allows me to repost all of your comments and quotes from the live stream so that we can hack the algorithm and get more eyeballs on the stream. And of course, the main account is Crypto News Yes, which is the handle which I'm streaming from live right now. We got 39,200 followers. And yeah, we love our X family, as the majority of our audience is on X. And look at that, 14 out of 14. We got 14 hearts and 14 reposts. That's a 100% like to share ratio, which is unheard of. So I greatly appreciate the CNA fam holding it down. Shout out Shandy 10 Music. Join CNA and the CNA fam on the live stream, which is underway right now. JV delivers Bitcoin news daily, engagingly and entertainingly. Are you not entertained? What makes JV's pod so special? Let's talk about it. Family vibe created, trustworthy, Bitcoin purists, fellowship of the live chat, YouTube only. Bitcoin music, thanks to Chandy 10 Music. He always engages with his viewers in the chat, and he is Mr. 11. And if you know, you know. And thank you. And of course, we're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. That's a very kind post. I greatly appreciate that. Shout out Mr. Corvette blowing up the stream. Come on, Red Party, crypto news. Let's freaking go. Yeah, man. I mean, exciting times. Very exciting times. BEFD. I forget the initials for everything, but it's probably buy something F and dip. I forget what the E stands for. I caught, man, these things are going quick, these comments. I caught 86.5 last night and smoked a Puerto Rico cigar to celebrate the new stats that I dumped into the ocean like on the Titanic. Ironic enough, I was smoking a Chandy cigar, which she left here yesterday just to get the experience. And I think it was my first cigar I actually smoked, because at the party, I didn't really smoke it. I was just like putting it in my mouth, more so for the vibe. But anyways, welcome everyone joining us. Markets definitely on tilt right now. Max is calling for like a 66% correction of the S&P 500 as Trump continues cleaning up house. We're going to dive into all of that here in a second. I'm sipping on extra caffeine today, so if I speak very fast, now you know why. Blame it on Surge. JV, I'm at home watching, getting the muscles ready for the Bitcoin stack. I'm about to lift this blood red Tuesday. Word up. Let's go. Before I went to Puerto Rico, I told y'all that I was hoping to buy some 85,000. Do you think I pulled that number out of my ass? You did call it. Respect. And I know Fax is calling for 222 here soon. And happy 420. It's 419. Happy 420. Fax and the rest of the broskies holding it down. Shout out Shelton, his very first repost from the new phone. Well, congratulations on the new phone. And you guys are awesome. Thank you, Fax. You're the man. He wrote, come on here to cry, but I will stick it in your eye. Oh, you come here to cry, I'll stick it in your eye? Fair play, brother. So no cry babies, please. And yeah, anyways, I guess let's get into it, man. Exciting times, exciting times. Even when we're dumping, it's exciting, and you're going to hear the enthusiasm in my voice. That's just how I roll. 2 million in play. Now we're talking, Owen Spencer. Shout out Max Kaiser. He's been calling for 2.2 milli. Yeah, man. Chandy says, you're welcome, JV. Although you bought them, I was kind enough to leave mine behind. And oh, by the way, I wore the black JV hat yesterday working outside. It looks good on me. Can't wait to see the photos. I had a dream that I got on my computer to watch CNA and the biddy was 58 million, but there was no more available to buy. I hope you're projecting into the future and that becomes a reality. I don't mind Bitcoin at 58 million. How about you guys? But anyways, if you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes. Go ahead, subscribe, then hit that bell icon. Turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto newsletters every single day, 7 days a week, even when the market's on tilt, like today, sub 88,000. Who would have thunketh? Besides Arthur Hayes. But anyways, let's kick it off as we do each and every day. Today is pod number 1916. I'm your host, JV. It's February 25th, 2025. Happy 420 markets. On tilt right now, as you can see, blood red. Bitcoin down roughly 7% on the day. Ether down 7%. XRP down 7%. The bulk of the market, Rex City. And that's no diddy. And checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap sits at $2.9 trillion. And the Bitcoin market cap is all the way down to $1.7 trillion. And we have roughly 216 billion in volume for the past 24 hours. So volume is up 100%. And checking out the Bitcoin dominance, we're back on the decline at 60% even. Ether dominance back on the decline at 10.3%. Now, is anything in the red? Or I mean in the green? Only a handful of projects. We got Story, Quant, and Celestia leading the pack as the majority of the alts correcting. And checking out what is this? The crypto bubbles. Man, not looking good whatsoever on the daily. And if we zoom out on the monthly, it's sad. 30, 40, 50, 60% losses across the board. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index today, we're back in extreme fear, rated at 25. And the silver lining here, the lower this number goes, the more likely of a pump. So we may be bottoming out soon. Yesterday was a 49, last week a 47, and last month a 73. Ingrid. And checking out the time chain calendar, gentlemen and ladies. We currently have, you can exchange one fiat monopoly dollar for 1,131 sats. So you got Bitcoin at a discount today. So it's a great buying opportunity. So seize the moment if you have any dry powder available on the sidelines. We're currently on block height 885,277. We have 164,723 blocks until the next halving of 2028. And if you don't know, now you know. Broskies. And next up, we're going to be jumping into our astrology for the broskies, be pulling up some of the live charts, and I'll be sharing all the targets, all the latest, all the greatest. We'll be sharing the headlines. We'll be talking manipulation in the markets, projections, and everything in between. Satoshi Damas predicts CME gaps fill at 77 and then the bitty moons. Well, you've heard it first from Satoshi Damas. Imagine the egg price of the Bitcoin goes to 58 million. It might be 1,000 an egg, and at 58 million per coin, I'll still be eating 3 to 5 eggs per day. That's all I got to say. So what? It's 5,000 per breakfast. What are you going to do? I have screenshots somewhere on X timeline where CoinMarketCap glitched and said the Bitcoin was 800 million each. I'd love to see that. What the frick is a WETH? I have no idea, brother. Mike Tyson trying to buy Ethereum. Why do you say that? Buy the dip, buy every effing dip, like Kermit the Frog with his tea. When it go dip, 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 you go dip, sip, sip, dip, sip, sip. Exactly. Don't it surprise anyone? ETH and Solana? Not at all. Don't start talking about bugs or your fruit flies will return. It's funny, I saw the Fear and Greed Index graph this morning, and there was blood pointing in the bottom. Bought 400 of the bitty today. I love the dips. Shout out to the Bitcoin boomer. ETH hack, an idiot U.S. government missing their 200,000 of the bitty is this week's problem. Thank you for asking about my chess shenanigans this morning. I played my brother and won, but his rating is half mine, so that's not saying much. Shout out to my brother if he's watching. I played people my own rating, and I won. I think I won a couple, and may have lost a couple, so it was probably dead even. I think I played 5 games. I may have won 3, lost 2, but nothing to brag about. Mike Tyson has brain damage. Fact. Yeah, I mean, that's a given. When you're a professional fighter and you're the biggest, baddest, fighting the top people in the world, I mean, what happened to Muhammad Ali is very sad. Wishing Mike the best, but yeah, it's very sad. But many fighters have this. Yeah, I mean, so, yeah, I mean, especially people like Nate Diaz, the Diaz brothers over in UFC. When MicroStrategy is finished, guess who will buy all the Bitcoin? The government, or they'll just confiscate it. I predict confiscation. They don't got to buy a damn thing. I have a Mike Tyson weed strain called Jawbreaker, and I was going to cross it with a brain freeze and call it the brain damage. Well, now you got to do it. It sounds pretty dope. It's wrapped ETH. Word. I got the brain damage. Looking at A7,000. JV, that is awesome. In chess, Jack Mahlers is a big chess player. Yeah, I'd be honored to someday, that's on my bucket list, play Jack in a physical game, not over the internet, but on a physical chessboard. Oh my God, that'd be incredible. Buy every friggin' dip. Buy the dip and let her rip, Tater Chip, a wise man once said. I'm going to check the X feed again and repost everybody. Let her rip. Joel Heineman, he posted a comment here as well on that thread. Thank you again, Fax and Shelton, the rest of the fam. It looks like we already got 900 people here. We haven't even gotten to the TA yet. I need to sip on some more of the caffeine, so let's sip on some more of the caffeine. Cheers, brothers.
Oh, bring me up, bitty glow. Prize discovery, yeah, let it show. Bang, 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 like a B-52, we built a bitty.
Stacked revolutionary love shack. Blue stacking sats like it's Max and Stacy. Stacking sats cause tax is crazy. I'm stacking sats cause the IMF hates me. Stacking sats cause the haters don't faze me.
No Diddy, no Jay-Z, stacking the bitty like it's Nipsey and JV, stacking the bitty like it's Paper and Shandy. You feel me? But yeah, let's dive into today's TA, family, and then we'll pull up the live charts. Bitcoin enters technical bear market as the Bitcoin price drops 20% from the all-time high. Oh no. Yeah, that's right. Checking out right here the one-day chart. Bitcoin set a 15-week low at the February 25th Wall Street Open as U.S. sell pressure added the Bitcoin price to the downside. TradingView showed Bitcoin trading increasingly close to 86, now at its lowest level since November 13th. Bitcoin struggled to catch a bid as wary traders watched the aftermath of a mass liquidation event. 24-hour cross Crypto liquidations hit nearly 1.6 billion over 24 hours, with crypto market sentiment swiftly crashing to the extreme fear, which we're in today, rated at 25, as I shared in the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. So now down 20% from the all-time high just a month prior, Bitcoin entered the technical bear market, as noted by bar chart. The downside deviation below the range low of the reaccumulation range is now in progress. And Rec Capital produced a weekly chart, which you can see here, highlighting the key structures within the Bitcoin price action since the end of the last macro bear market, late 2022. And another post earlier in February acknowledged multiple such deviations, calling them outsized bargain opportunities. Another BTFD opportunity family. Quoting them here, long liquidations cluster heavily from 68 to 77,000. Short liquidations ramp up significantly to 103 to 138. Imbalance favors more liquidations above the price, the risk. Large long liquidation cluster below may act as support, but losing it can trigger a cascade. Target shorts could aim towards the 103 area. And covering macroeconomic triggers, trading firm QCP noted the topic of U.S. inflation trends had taken a backseat for the biddy. Quoting them here, zooming out, equities, fixed income, and gold have largely shrugged off the data points previously blamed for the broader market weakness, with Bitcoin remaining flat. They also added, recent Bitcoin demand has been driven primarily by the institutions like MicroStrategy, now known as Strategy B, financed through the equity-linked note issuances, with crypto-related issuance accounting for roughly 19% of the total issuance over the last 14 months. The market for such financing may be nearing saturation, potentially dampening institutional demand if the spot continues to stay muted. And quoting the high priest of Bitcoin, Max Kaiser, the MAGA agenda means efficiency and accountability to an economy and a stock market that's known neither for 45 years. I'd expect a 66% pullback of the S&P 500 if Trump and Musk go full metal jacket on the fraud, waste, and abuse. Could you imagine the stock market getting liquidated 66%? I mean, clearly, then obviously the crypto market is not going to fare so well. I mean, Bitcoiners will be whole because one Bitcoin will always be equivalent to one Bitcoin, but that's why shitcoinery can get you wrecked. You get caught holding those bags and the market tanks like this, and some of those alts lose 90% of their value and they never return. That's what happens. Max also said everything not Bitcoin is a meme coin without purpose or viability. People used to think these alts had utility or intrinsic value, but now it's generally understood that none of these shit coins is anything more than a dirty meme coin. And also another tweet here, Max reposted this. I haven't even read it yet, but I'm going to read it to you right now. My two stats in the Bitcoin price action: half the institutions aren't buying Bitcoin to get long Bitcoin. They are here as market makers yield farming Bitcoin volatility. Here's simplified how it works. Let's say you had 100 million you need to use to create cash flow. You want to make a market with minimal risk and maximum reward. The best way to do that is to get delta neutral across spot and futures in a volatile marketplace. The more volatility, the better, because the higher the premiums paid on the futures. So you buy 50 million of Bitcoin, that puts you long 1x. You sell 50 million of Bitcoin, that puts you short 1x. This puts you delta neutral, aka regardless price action, the nominal value of your position stays 100 million. Why do it? What's left over? The premiums paid by the traders. The yield in TradFi ranges based on volatility between 10 and 20% APY. The yield in DeFi ranges on volatility between 10 and 60% APY. That's a lot more than the 4% you can get from the US Treasuries. That's the job of a market maker. Outperform the risk-free rate of return. Bitcoin volatility does that. But this is just basic 101 stuff. Financial games are played to maximize the profits, maybe even to accumulate as well via liquidation. How? By unwinding the position. If you're about to sell 50 million of the spot Bitcoin, you don't close your short. You sell first, and there is weakness. You sell aggressively. This can drive value into your short, which you close while you're pushing the price down. And ultimately, I'm not going to read the entire thing, but there's absolutely price manipulation going on by the market makers, and the winners 100% of the time, market makers and exchanges, which make money regardless of what you do on every transaction. Max also says volatility grabs attention, and attention is a valuable commodity, especially in this attention economy. Bitcoin converts volatility into the perfect money. Pay attention and get the biddies. Stack thy biddy. One Bitcoin still equivalent to one Bitcoin. Bitcoin maxis. No sweat. We're not losing any sleep over this. I'm just saying. Come on, pretty little bitty. Shout out Diana Jones. Men are buying, the children are crying. Hide your cats, hide your dogs, hide your squirrels, hide your frogs. I hear they're turning the frogs gay, according to Alex Jones. So I don't know what they're putting in the water, gentlemen, but be careful. He is working in Nebraska, and that was before the ADGs. Man, we're 88 today. That means infinity. The same as the Ethereum maximum tokenomics supply. Can't make that shit up. But welcome again, everyone joining us. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Over 1,100 people already on the stream. It was all a dream. But yeah, man, let me know if you're just joining us where you're from. This is live and interactive. And again, all comments and quotes of the live stream over on X will get reposted in real time. And I'll shout you out. I'll follow you back and also repost you from my secondary account, BTC News Alerts. Fancy frogs, I'm telling you. If I waited 2 months and bought it now, I'd be a whole coiner. JV, I thought about you saying hide your dogs and kids and keys. Hide everything. The lizard folks are coming. We got to strike the gong. Keep them at bay. Like Gensler. Keep them away. I read today there are approximately 2 million Bitcoin on the exchanges that are being traded by intraday traders, and they're moving the price. Eventually, they'll be held, and the price will have to move. Red is my favorite color, next to green, baby. But anyways, keep the comments flowing. Thank you again, Shandy. Thank you, Bub. I appreciate those reposts. I'm going to sip some more of the caffeine, and we'll continue with the news. Let's go.
No Diddy, no Jay-Z. Stacking the biddy like it's Nipsey and JV. Stacking the biddy like it's paper and Shandy. Stacking BTC like caffeine in my canteen. Life is a game of chess that makes biddies the damn queen. Stacking BTC till they cancel me and I can't stream. Like Biggie, it was all a dream. Now the biddy has set me free.
Going, let's biddy up, bang, bang.
Cigars for the broskies. Come on, guys. Grab your fresh cigars. We're celebrating the dip because we're Bitcoiners. Thank God we're not the shitcoiners. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, keep these comments flowing, broskies. But let's continue with what's really going on in the markets right now. I don't even think I pulled up the live charts. Good Lord. I can pull them up very quickly because I promised to do so. But yeah, give me a second here. This is live chart action Jackson. And as you can see, we're just above 88.8 at the time of the live stream. There's the 1 minute chart. We did bottom out, I think around the 86 range, but let me confirm that as we scale out the chart. Let's see where we're at for today. Bada boom, bada bing. Tracker, ticker. Yeah, we actually hit 85.9 on Coinbase, the current bottom. 85,936 to be exact. This is the 1 hour chart. We do got a couple of green candles for the past couple of hours after bottoming out. We do have a bear target clearly also sitting at 78.9. There's some CME future gaps around that level as well. Obviously, this is not the futures chart, but I know in that level, that's why analysts are calling for it. And zooming out on the 4 hour, we also have a bear target sitting at 81,799. And zooming out from the 4 hour, quick look at the daily chart. It's going up forever, Laura. Unfortunately, there's not even any bull targets on here. There's two bear targets, one at 68.7 and a super bear at 49,000. And zooming out from the daily, taking a look at the weekly, we do still have the bull 124 cup and handle target. But obviously, we've been pretty bearish on the weekly for the past couple of weeks. And zooming out from there, take a quick look at the monthly. Unfortunately, February, big red candle formed unless we change course very fast, as this is the shortest month of the year, clearly. So most likely, we're going to close in the red. And if you don't know, now you know. And again, welcome everyone just joining the live stream. I'm going to open up the chat and get back to the comments here. If you don't plan on holding Bitcoin at least 5 years, don't bother buying it. Precisely. Damn nice cigars, my dog. Cheers, 7 Laws. I would like to thank everybody who panic sold for the discount sats in much safer hands now. Amen. I see a cup handle forming in the Nippinator indicator. This is the buy signal we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. I bought one of those exact cigars in Curacao this year. They were lovely. Oh, nice. This is a local Puerto Rico cigar. Red February. This is rare. I can't tell you which word. Well, anyways, Nippinator indicator live and in the flesh. But let's continue with the headlines, shall we? Let's discuss the Bybit war. That's right. Bybit CEO declares war against Lazarus after the $1.4 billion hack. Fewer than 7 days after hackers removed more than $1.4 billion of assets from Bybit, the crypto exchange CEO vowed to take action against those responsible. All right. In the February 25th post, the Bybit CEO called on users to support a war against Lazarus. Referring to the North Korea-affiliated group that stole funds from the exchange February 21st, the CEO announced a bounty website in which those who froze illegally moved the funds would receive 5% of all the crypto as a result of their efforts. Pretty significant bounty. In fact, they said successful interceptions will be rewarded with a 10% bounty, potentially up to $140 million, because we're talking about a $1.4 billion hack. Quoting them here, "We have assigned a team to dedicate to maintain and update this website. We will not stop until Lazarus or the bad actors in the industry are completely eliminated. In the future, we will open it up to other victims of Lazarus as well." So if anyone has any insider info, let's go. Security sleuth Zach XBT identified Lazarus behind the February 21st hack that resulted in the removal of more than $1.4 billion of liquid staked Ether, Mantle staked Ether, and other ERC20 tokens. Bybit reported Feb 23rd the exchange replaced the stolen crypto, claiming Bybit was backed 100% one-to-one on the client assets. Firms will sometimes offer hackers a bounty to return the stolen funds and avoid potential legal issues. The CEO's call to eliminate Lazarus's efforts, however, could make the exchange a target for future attacks. Hackers tied to the North Korea were reportedly responsible for stealing more than $3 billion worth of crypto from the exchanges between 2017 and 2023. The Bybit hack, however, would represent the most expensive exploit in the crypto industry's history, so far exceeding the roughly $600 million removed from the 2022 hack of the Ronin Bridge. Blockchain security firm PeckShield reported in January hackers and scammers stole more than $3 billion through crypto-related activities in 2024, with phishing attempts the most costly. However, the company's data suggested the total number of the hacks and scams had been decreasing since 2022 and tapered off at the end of 2024. But one thing shall remain: hackers will continue to do what they do best: hack. The problem, I believe, was putting $1.4 billion in a single address or something remotely similar to that, because it's what we call a honeypot. And if the hackers are aware of a honeypot, they're going to do everything and use all their resources, time, money, etc., to figure out how to get that crypto. And it seems what they did through smart contracts, etc., on the Ethereum blockchain, ultimately hacking all the Ethereum. And rumors have circulated that the hackers have already sold a big portion of that and traded it for the only king crypto that exists, which is pretty little bitty. But that means not even the hackers want to hold Ethereum, ironic enough. I can guarantee you I did not let it slip away. Ahoy, JV and the pirate crew. I was putting in a new kitchen and faucet for my son-in-law. No leaks. Congratulations, broski. Shout out, Greg. The people of Lazarus probably were under high pressure to make a big haul. Maybe so. What time last night did Biddy start dumping? I bought some at 91 and woke up at 86 and bought more. 88, 420. Happy 420, broskies. Spark a fatty. Do what it do. What do you think, JV? Time to buy and time to short? I never short Bitcoin. I only buy. It's up to you what you want to do. No investment advice has ever been given on my live stream. Do what you want to do and take full responsibility for whatever decision you choose to make. But the most logical thing to do, in my humble opinion, if you're in this for the long haul, which you should be if you're a Bitcoiner, is continue to stack sats, dollar cost average, follow the Michael Saylor playbook, and hodl. And if you can't hodl for 8 years, don't even get involved in Bitcoin. Because every single hodler of an entire cycle of 4 years or more is in the green. And 2 cycles, in my humble opinion, will transform the majority of your guys' lives. So you got to be willing to hodl. Bitcoin is clearly not get rich quick. It's like winning the lottery slowly over time. You get rich over the long haul. So you got to have a long-term strategy. You're going to be tempted to trade. You're going to see shitcoiners make 1,000x gains. You're going to pull your hair out. Wish that was me. You're going to end up trading Bitcoin for shitcoins. You're going to end up getting wrecked. You're going to end up learning valuable lessons. And next cycle will come around and you'll realize, wow, JV was right. I should have just stuck to the biddy. Bye, Degens. Not financial advice. Chop some shit coins to USD a few weeks back. Swapped 1,000 for the biddy during the dip. Shit out, Matt Baker. Huddle be thy name. Oops, the blockchain does not lie and can be traced. They will be found. And the Bitcoin's profound. That's what I'm saying.
Bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Hollow house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
I've always been a rapper, honky cracker, but now I'm a pastor, Bitcoin stacker. Now I'm a master of the Bitcoin standard. Hit 'em up faster than the Bitcoin panda. You can't touch me with your shitcoin flow. Like, do you even Bitcoin, bruh? Let me know. Welcome to the Bitcoin show. Now listen up closely, low-key, stacking BTC like Satoshis. In El Salvador with my Bitcoin broskies, raising up the biddy like Gohan. Living in a huddle house, we're not the pawns.
Going, let's biddy.
Bada boom, bada bing. And I just reposted everyone from both my accounts. So keep those comments flowing. All comments and quotes on the live stream on X will get reposted. This is how we hack the algorithm. And this is why we have over 1,200 people watching right now. And by the end of the stream, we'll have over 2,000. Mark my words. And thank you guys in advance. I then smoked 2 joints again. Hey now, don't sell your Bitcoin. It is fear. Shout out Ann. Thank you for the sub. The fear and greed is looking for the weak and nervous hodlers. Stay around strong and make them pay. The new super high price around the corner. Exactly. New all-time high still in play. So don't get her twisted. But let's continue with the news. We got a jam-packed session here. El Salvador is buying more Bitcoin. Metaplanet's buying more Bitcoin. That's right, broskies. Metaplanet and El Salvador both stacked the biddy ahead of the crypto market slump on February 25th, with Bitcoin falling as much as 5% over 10 hours. Metaplanet said it bought 135 of the biddy for $13 million at around $96,000 per coin, while El Salvador, the stacking nation, purchased 7 Bitcoin on February 24th. And speaking of the 24th, right now it's 4:44. It's 4:44 p.m. here in Puerto Rico. Both came before Bitcoin fell below 91,000 in the early hours of February 25th. In fact, again, we touched like, oh my God, 85, 86. Bitcoin has since rebounded to 92, though the crypto market sentiment has dropped to the lowest level in 5 months, which I share with you a little earlier. Now, Metaplanet noted that the Bitcoin yield, the period-to-period percentage change in the ratio between a company's Bitcoin holdings and its diluted shares, is up 23.3% this quarter, putting it on track to reach 35% target per quarter for quarter one. As they shared right here on X. Metaplanet is currently the 14th largest corporate Bitcoin hodler of the world, according to Bitbo's BitcoinTreasuries.net. The company's latest purchase failed to boost Metaplanet's TYO share price on the Tokyo Stock Exchange, which has fallen 0.16% to 6,130 Japanese yen, which is roughly 41 USD, since the announcement was made during the February 25th lunch break. Meanwhile, El Salvador, which some people were questioning yesterday, JV, why'd they stop buying? Well, guess what? El Salvador's Bitcoin purchase was 6 more than its usual 1 biddy per day. According to the El Salvador National Bitcoin Office, they seized the opportunity and bought the dip. The purchase came about an hour before Trump confirmed America's plan to impose a 25% tax on imports from Canada and Mexico, still on schedule, and the crypto markets fell shortly after. The Central American country's latest purchase takes its total Bitcoin stash to 6,088 BTC, worth $560 million at this current time. El Salvador continued investment in Bitcoin comes as it agreed to pull back several Bitcoin policies as part of the $1.4 billion deal with the IMF. And ironic, that $1.4 billion looks familiar because there was just a $1.4 billion hack. You can't make this ish up. But nonetheless, family, follow the smart money. I'll give you some examples of the smart money. Wales, Bukele, El Salvador, Mikey Saylor, Kathy Wood, Stacey Herbert, Max Kaiser, and all the OGs. What are they doing? They're stacking like there ain't no tomorrow because it's going up forever, Laura. You can sit out for a long time, leverage for a long time, shitcoin for a long time. Sooner or later, the devil pull the rug. Sooner or later, the devil pull the rug. Facts, and you called it facts. You know what I mean? Y'all, Nike trying to make Kim Kardashian their next Jordan with her own shoe. Or is that real news? You saying Kardashian has her own Nike shoe? Is that what we're saying? GameStop may want some of the biddies. Exactly. And that's, I believe, a $4 billion company. Correct me if I'm wrong. 444 Porpa 4. Let's get it.
Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Heart on how strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
Bitcoin's dripping like a new Scottie Pippen 80 G's. We're royalty.
Yeah, I posted this earlier. Trump coin was down to $13. I think the all-time high is roughly $75. I warned you guys about this one. And someone put it's not even worth a penny. Hilarious.
Bitty kings and queens manifesting the kingdom that's finally come, playing chess moves. Checkmate, we won.
We're raising the roof in El Salvador. Freedom flows, IMF can't hold us no more.
Stacking BTC like Tate versus the BBC. Stacking the biddy like BTC OGs. Let's go. GameStop won't be a vampire company anymore. Shout out C-List. Welcome everyone joining us. Shout out DJ Wednesday. Exactly. Peace. An acronym for peace. Positive energy activates constant elevation. Peace. Positive energy activates constant elevation. And shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan. That's where I learned that one from as a kid. I still remember. But anyways, keep the comments flowing, broskies. I greatly appreciate it. All comments and quotes of the live stream on X. We got 1,400 people here already. We'll get reposted. And to repost, it's very simple. Next to the heart, there's the two arrows. You just hit the two arrows, and it's going to give you an option. Do you want to repost or quote? I suggest use the quote option because anything you write, even if it's only an emoji, I'll have the opportunity to repost it, and our Biddy fam will have the same opportunity to repost it, and we can hack the algorithm. However, a regular repost works as well. You just hit repost. You don't have to type nothing. The only difference is I can't repost your repost because I've already reposted my own stream. But if you do a quote, I can repost your repost, and other folks can repost your repost, and we can all repost the repost of the repost and hack the algorithm and get a lot more eyeballs on the stream, orange pill the masses, and take over the world like a young pinky in the brain. That's all I'm saying. Nipster coin dip means nada if you hodl. Word up. And JV, who is the male singer that does your opener? Oh, that's Chandy 10 music, and the singer is the AI. All the music we play typically is AI music, but it's written by Chandy, real human beings, and sometimes we collaborate, like on the Stack and Sats track, of course. So, but the voices you hear are AI, just FYI. Chandy is the #1, not only Bitcoin music channel, but in my opinion, she's also the #1 AI music channel. She just happens to make Bitcoin jams. I bought Trump at $5, made some profits, and bought it again at 60 and lost my profits after how dumb I am. At least you're honest. That's the first part of recovery, is being honest. Allen Iverson's my man, my favorite basketball player growing up. Since he played for the Georgetown Hoyas, I was a huge fan back in middle school. But appreciate y'all. Shout out Cactor, if I'm pronouncing that right. I appreciate you joining. And welcome those just joining the live stream. We still got a lot more to share and unhash with you guys. Believe it or not, SBF is back. That's right. He just made a tweet for the first time in 2 years as the FTT token was pumping. I highly doubt it's still pumping after the carnage, but here we go. FTT, the native token of the crypto exchange FTX, briefly spiked 30% as former FTX CEO Bankman-Fried posted on X for the first time in 2 years. I wonder who's holding this coin besides like a Kevin O'Leary. You know what I mean? Or maybe a Scaramucci. But in the first post since the beginning, being sentenced for 25 years behind bars over the FTX collapse, Bankman-Fried said on the post he had a lot of sympathy for the government employees because he hadn't checked his email in a few hundred days either. Quoting him here, firing people is one of the hardest things to do in the world. It sucks for everyone involved. More often, the problem is that the company just doesn't have the right job for them. I tell this to everyone we let go, that it was much as much our fault for not having the right role for them or the right person to manage them or the right work environment for them. Sounds like he's just trying to like save face, right? The former FTX CEO was seemingly referring to the recent email campaign by Elon's Doge workers to respond with a list of what they had been working on in the past few weeks or lose their jobs. And despite having nothing to specifically do with the crypto exchange FTX, after the SBF post, FTT surged briefly from $1.63 to $2, 30% increase just from a single tweet. It's crazy. But it was a short-lived rally. FTT quickly retreated to $1.75. If someone can look it up right now, let me know where it's at. According to this article, when it was written, it was down over 97% from the all-time high of $85, which was achieved September 10th of 2021 before FTX collapsed in November of 2022. You know, they filed bankruptcy and all that. The last time Bankman-Fried posted was January 19th of 2023 about his drafted congressional testimony when the token price was $250. He also retweeted a post from lawyer James Murphy, January 20th, known online by his handle Meta Law Man. Murphy discussed how a judge refused to allow Daniel Friedberg, FTX's former chief regulatory officer, to testify through Zoom during the SBF trial. Bankman-Fried's criminal trial concluded November of 2023, found guilty on 7 charges, including wire fraud, securities fraud, and commodities fraud. SBF received a sentence of 25 years behind the slammer. That was back on March of 28th, 2024. And I know currently his parents are trying to convince Trump to pardon him. And I pray he doesn't get pardoned because he seems to be like a real criminal that actually deserves to be behind bars, and he has accepted no accountability. He is the only one out of all of the FTX executives that pleaded not guilty. Caroline Ellison, she's like, I'm guilty. Every single other person involved, I'm guilty, I'm guilty. Bankman-Fried, oh, I didn't mean it, I'm not guilty. And the judge gave it to him. But he's lucky he only got 25 years behind prison because let's keep it real. What's his name? Ross, he received 2 life sentences and he didn't really even do anything. Whereas Bankman-Fried, it's very clear, was running an illegal exchange and he was stealing all of your crypto proceeds. He was stealing your Bitcoin and returning FTT scam tokens in return. And when things didn't go well with his trading, the entire exchange collapsed and everyone lost their money, over $10 billion in losses. I mean, you do the crime, you got to pay the time. Greatness, what it do? Got me a Bukele hat. Thanks for marketing them, JV. Great product. Well, all praise due to the #1 Bitcoin Caps creator. And that's Sergio over at bitcoincaps.net. Get yourself a custom Bukele. And these hats will be available soon. They're not available yet on the website. Sergio is going to be creating me a special site exclusive for the hats that I rock and with our custom logo here, and you guys will be able to buy them soon. But I wanted to give a first mover's advantage to everyone who attended our 100K Fiesta. Everyone got sent one of these babies, whether black or white, in the mail. And we also have the camouflage version and many more designs coming soon. So stay tuned. Being able to drop the soap for 25 years is a reward for him, not a punishment. He loves the cucumbers. You make a great point. Facts. Bernie Madoff died in prison, life sentence for 1/10 of what FTX pulled off. Exactly. I think it was actually covering for his parents or something much bigger. Agreed. I agree that his parents were involved, and I think higher forces were involved. I think Gary Gensler, chairman of the SEC, was involved. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of evil forces were working together to defraud people. It should have never got as big as it was. That goes to show you some collusion and some of that illegal drug trafficking, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance was probably going on. SBF jealous and SBR took his acronym. Oh, snap. Politicians got paid. Exactly. Exactamundo. The payola. The Democratic Party. I believe Bankman-Fried was the 2nd largest donor to the Democratic Party next to fucking George Soros. So SBF, in my opinion, enemy of mankind alongside George Soros, and also an enemy of Bitcoin, which makes him a double enemy against mankind. No mercy. But that's just me thinking out loud. You guys let me know your thoughts as I sip on more of the caffeine.
Stacking BTC like Tate versus the BBC. Stacking the biddy like BTC OGs. Stacking BTC on Lightning with no fees. Stacking BTC like Snoop Dogg rolls weed. Stacking BTC like Scarface with a nosebleed. Stacking BTC like Shinobi, nobody knows me. Stacking BTC like everyone owes me. Stacking BTC like Max and John McAfee. Stacking BTC, accumulating sats so rapidly. So
shout out all my stat stackers. Hell yeah, I'll get a black CNA hat. I mean, who wouldn't rock one of these babies? You just rock it. It's like fishing with dynamite. The broskies will be able to attract any bitty baddie that's ever been in existence. It's a guarantee. And not many things in life are guaranteed except the Nippinator indicator and rocking the CNA cap. And that's it. It's like fishing with dynamite, broskies. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there. All right. Next story, guys. Let's discuss the Ohio bill and then a very bearish call. Typically, our featured story is bullish, but fuck, the market's getting wrecked. So we got to keep it 100. This particular headline reads, Ohio introduces bill preventing state taxes on crypto payments. That's right, broskies. Lawmakers in the U.S. state of Ohio have introduced a bill that prohibits the state legislature from imposing taxes on digital assets when used as a payment method. It's the Ohio Bill 116, introduced February 24th by the Representative Steve, co-sponsored by Tex Fisher and Brian Lorenz. Let's go. It aims to amend existing legislation preventing municipalities from imposing extra taxes or fees on crypto assets beyond those applied to traditional fiat transactions, quoting them here. The General Assembly shall not enact a bill that proposes to impose a fee, tax, assessment, or other charge on digital assets used as a method of payment for goods and services. The bill defines digital assets as cryptocurrencies, stablecoins, and the non-fungible tokens. The bill clarifies that the taxes usually applied to the legal tender, such as state or sales taxes, would still apply to the crypto transactions, but there should be no new levies. The Ohio Blockchain Basics Act also stated that no state agency or political subdivision may prohibit individuals from accepting crypto assets as payments for goods and services. The bill also lets its residents retain the right to self-custody their digital assets using hardware or self-hosted wallets and partaking in the crypto staking. And additionally, activities such as mining, staking, exchanging, and crypto assets for the other crypto assets do not require money transmission licensing under the new existing Ohio laws. Individuals are also permitted to engage in crypto mining in residential areas if they comply with the local zoning regulations. Meanwhile, mining businesses are explicitly allowed in industrial zones and cannot be unfairly targeted by the local zoning changes put out there by those lizard folk. And under the proposed legislation change, Ohio state retirement funds will also be required to evaluate the potential risk and benefits of investing in the crypto ETF and report back to the General Assembly within the year. Ohio representatives have been proactive with this crypto-related bill in the recent months. For example, in September, Ohio senator introduced the bill requiring the state to accept crypto for payments of state taxes and fees. And then in December, Ohio House Republican leader Derek Merrin introduced the HB 703, aiming to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve for the state. Meanwhile, Ohio Senator Sandra O'Brien introduced another bill in February to create the Ohio Bitcoin Reserve Fund with a 5-year holding period. Bitcoin reserve bills, let's freaking go. And if you don't know, now you know, bro. Let's go. Oh, and both co-owners of the Orchid, the $60 million mansion of the Bahamas, must be nice to be exonerated thieves to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. Precisely, referring to Bankman-Fried's parents. Brian Bergen, ME2. You just light it and throw it in the water and the fish float to it's like fishing with dynamite, broskies. I am telling you. What's word, Maine, Hotto gang? By the dip. Not true dynamite, obviously, because it requires the blasting cap, but you get the point. Exactly. It's like cheating. Pay your property taxes with the fart coin. Exactly. That's perfect. Who gets all liquidated for the crypto? How is it possible all of these people make the crash happen to benefit? I broke it down earlier, Joe Buddy. I mean, Max and that thing I read you that he reposted broke down how the market makers are the ones manipulating and profiting. Wall Street manipulating, profiting. BlackRock doing its thing. I mean, expect nothing less from the lizard folk. they are thy enemy. You know what I mean? And we're about to dive into our feature story of the day as we just hit the top of the hour. The crowd is going wild. And we're going to play a brand new music video never shared before by Chandy 10 Music. Stay tuned, broskies. Still got a lot to share. Hello from Norway. Let's go, Norway. Dynamite still works with the old school det chord. The det chord. The D chord.
Happily stacking BTC so casually, no casualties of galaxies around Earth fallacies. Stacking BTC on a flat Earth with no gravity. Stacking BTC cause Bitcoin is your majesty. Dong, let's biddy up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Huddle house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're
holding, never folding. And if you like this music, you have to subscribe to Chandy 10 Music, No More Bitcoin music channel. She creates all this exclusive music for us, and there's music videos that go alongside these epic jammy jams. So make sure you guys are subscribed or forever hold your peace. Fan lamb. The NSA guy, most hate differentiating between the sarcasm and the F around find out. F around find out. I'm out my mind right now. F around find out. And didn't freaking Elon just propose making that the name of his division there within Doge? F around find out. A simple shakeout. Shake and bake, wake and bake, whatever it takes. No, Bitcoin's not going to 70. Hey, I'm not calling for 70, just FYI. It's Arthur Hayes calling for 70. And the reason I give him some clout, he was the only analyst that we have covered in the past few weeks calling for 80. And we almost hit 80. So hence why I'm even giving him the time or day in a featured story to discuss the possibility of 70, because he believes manipulation is going on, which I genuinely believe as well. And I think the market makers want to continue to crash the market. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's all speculation, but I think it's worthy to at least cover this considering the market is crashing. And let me know if the broskies agree with me there. I'm going to take another sip of the water and we'll continue with our feature story of the day and discuss the manipulation of the market and the 70,000 target. Let's get her.
holding, never folding. Bitcoin glow, stack it up, let it show. Price discovery, patience, game on, let's go. Biddy up, Roger out. We're changing the world, there's no doubt.
Changing the world. But yeah, yo, welcome everyone joining us. Now for our feature story of the day. Bitcoin price could be headed for $70,000 in Goblin Town because of the ETF exodus, according to Just Blaze. Arthur Hayes. Let's break this down. And the reason I'm giving him clout here is because he's been the only one calling for 80,000 out of all the analysts I really follow and we cover on the show. And we almost hit 80,000 here today. And we're trending that ways. So we're going to entertain this analysis from Just Blaze, Arthur Hayes. But first, I want to read you this tweet from Ash Crypto because I agree. So you're telling me Bitcoin dumped more than 10,000 in 2 days without any major negative news. This is pure manipulation. And think about that for a second, because Bukele's buying, Metaplanet's buying, Michael Saylor just announced a $2 billion buy of 20,000 Bitcoin, and we're dumping 10,000. Doesn't add up. So he goes on to say, all these big freaking exchanges and market makers are liquidating the people and making millions of dollars with the volatility. A typical Wall Street playbook. And I couldn't agree more. And who would know better than someone from Wall Street? So let me know if you agree or disagree with that sentiment, but I definitely believe there's a lot of manipulation in the market. Back to the BitMEX founder, Just Blaze, Arthur Hayes, says that Bitcoin could potentially fall to 70 Gs if the large hedge funds unwind their positions. And who's the largest hedge funds out there? BlackRock. IBIT is the largest hodler of Bitcoin from the institutional FOMO like a mofo. So Bitcoin Goblin Town is incoming, he said in a post, posting there could be a large outflow from the spot ETFs such as BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust, better known as the IBIT. Lots of the IBIT hodlers are hedge funds that went long on ETFs while shorting the CME futures to earn low-risk yield greater than that from the short-term U.S. Treasuries. However, if that yield, called the basis spread, falls as the price of the BITI does, then these funds will sell the IBIT and buy back the CME futures. Hence, manipulation. These funds are currently in profit, and given that the basis spread is close to the treasury yields, they will unwind during the US hours and realize their profit, plunging Bitcoin back to 70 G's. And here's the infamous X post, him calling it right there. And that was a post from today at 6:39 a.m. So in an investor note on February 23rd, we also have 10X research head Marcus Thielen has said a big part of the Bitcoin ETF demand is from the hedge funds playing this arbitrage game rather than the long-term hodlers. Precisely. This basis trade aims to capture the spread between the spot price of the Bitcoin tracked by the ETFs like iBit and the BITI futures price on the CME. If Bitcoin price drops, the futures premium can also shrink, creating a problem for the hedge funds, which begin to unwind their trades by selling the preload BITI ETF shares and buying back the short CME futures. When this happens at scale, the coordinated unwind, aka manipulation, means major selling of the spot ETFs and upwards pressure on futures. This selling pressure exacerbates the Bitcoin price declines, potentially causing a feedback loop where more funds rush to exit their positions. Bitcoin plunged more than 5% over the past day, hitting an intraday low of 91, and we actually went a lot lower than that as the ETF outflows continue to accelerate. So I don't trust any of these ETFs. I don't trust BlackRock. I sure as hell don't trust Larry Fink. And going back to Max Kaiser, what he wrote here, the MAGA agenda means efficiency and accountability to an economy and stock market that is known neither for 45 fucking years. I'd expect a 66% pullback of the S&P 500 if Trump and Musk go full metal jacket on the fraud, the waste, and the abuse. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the high priest, the bishop of the Bitcoin. Holla. And welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. We got 1,600 plus folks here. We got the Nippinator indicator live and in the flesh. And we got so much more. And we're going to premiere a brand new music video here shortly. And I'm going to stick around for an extra hour just to kick it with the homies. JV, Mr. V, Jock the what the who. I filmed my screen to prove it. The second time after catching it first, I bought 5,000 on Coinbase a few nights ago, and they had the price for the BITI on the site. It was the same price essentially when I looked at the receipt. Seems like more big money that comes in and the more shenanigans we'll see. I liked it better when Wall Street ignored the BITI instead of wanting to be the best friend. I feel you there on that, Daddy-O. A long-term perspective says buy here and keep waiting for the next discount. And then they charged me 1,000 higher for the BITI price than they had listed. Yeah, fucking market makers. It's all their fault. So I bought more the next day and filmed the screen. Again, 1,000 higher price on the BITI buy receipt than the price when I bought. And when I checked the receipt. And which exchange are we talking right now, Chandy? Curious. And that's how they get you on the exchange whenever there's volatility. That's their business model. Speaking of business models,
Wall Street is fraud, America is fraud, the world is fraud, banks are fraud, central banks are fraud. We live in an era of fraud. It's all based on fraud, and they get a percentage of the fraud. That's the business model.
You hear that? It's all based on fraud, and they get a percentage of the fraud, and that's the motherfucking business model. That's life, baby. Nailed it, Max.
To suggest that there is any moral or ethical aspect to anything that's going on now is to be completely naive about the fact that we live in an era dominated by financial terrorists.
Motherfucking jihadis of banking.
Terrorists, jihadis of banking. They're here to kill you and themselves. They don't care because they're trained at madrasas called Princeton, Harvard, and Yale.
And MIT, like Bankman-Fried, Gary Gensler, Bankman-Fried's parents, and the rest of these criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance.
They believe in an ideology, not the Quran, but Adam Smith, that they completely misread and interpret as something to justify their blowing themselves up. And the cost of terrorism is cheap. 9/11 only cost $500,000. The ability to borrow money and take over a company by Warren Buffett is zero. He's borrowing money at zero. He's taking all those jobs away. He's creating economic destruction.
Preach! The U.S. is not a country. It is a business. That's right. My BITI business. It's the BITI business. No, you are right, though. Who do you think controls the business? Is there another country you have in mind? Inquiring minds would love to know. It's always higher in times of volatility. They increase the percentage, it's higher. But yeah, even whenever I've purchased Bitcoin, for example, on a Coinbase, whatever the price is on the chart is never what you actually buy it for. They increase it. It's like a convenience fee. It gives them room to fuck with the prices to make more money. I still like Coinbase the best, though. It's the largest exchange in the US. Same here. I trust them the most, and I still don't trust them. So that just goes to show you how much I trust any other exchange.
Because you're a financial terrorist.
1,000 higher is more than a bit higher. I just put a video out. Well, it's only 1% though if it's a 100,000 Bitcoin price. So keep that in mind. But I have to check out that video. I figured out I went the wrong route. So I got with JV and the Biddy crew and went all out. Coinbase charges a maker and taker. So what I can suggest for those doing a lot of trading or buying or something like that on Coinbase, get the Coinbase One account, but there's a premium account. You pay $30 a month. It's free for the first 30 days. And you save a fortune if you're doing a lot of trading. Sailor went to MIT. Damn. Max is the boss. Exactly. Silver could be 30 an ounce, and I'm still going to pay 32 or higher. Same deal. It's a business model. They got to make something. Yeah, they make money in the arbitrage. Precisely. Bullshit. You don't have to be fucked. Coinbase Advanced doesn't change the numbers. So if I can save 1% just by going to the toggle button for the Advanced, they're scumbags I trust. Hey, tell them how you really feel, Chandy. My coins stay on the exchange about 10 minutes before I move them. I trust none of them. Now we're talking.
And that's the era that we live in today. Why are we going to stop it? There's only one way to stop it.
Raise interest rates today. If not, you're a fucking terrorist. Janet Yellen, you're a terrorist.
Raise interest rates right now. Make the cost of terrorism too high. Do it today. If you don't, you're a fucking terrorist.
Whew. That just hit you.
Janet Yellen's a terrorist. Mario Draghi's a terrorist. The Central Bank of Japan is a terrorist. These are the real terrorists.
Preach. I trust Coinbase more than Bybit. Exactly. Or Mexi or BitMEX or any other including. Exactly. Agreed with you, Greg. It's provable. They give you advertised price on the receipt on the Coinbase Advanced. They mark it up. Yeah. So when you use regular, you're paying a convenience fee to make it simple. You have more control if you use their advanced thing, and it's going to be cheaper. But also, if you don't have any experience, you're more likely to fuck up. So that's the trade-off. Convenience and ease, higher fee, or you have more control, cheaper fee, more room to fuck up. Hence, advanced, basic. So you're paying the convenience fee. Yeah, you feel me? I could buy $100 of the Bitcoin today, and it would be over 100,000. So Lashing can send it to my wallet for free, and only takes $1 of the fitty. The dollar of the fitty. But welcome everyone. This is the Q&A segment of the stream. We're going to play a brand new music video never shared before. Chandy went all out on this. One of the best videos I've ever seen. She knows how to use that AI. I mean, it looks real. Like your avatar in this one with the goggles on the boat, with the Bitcoin logo through your glasses. I mean, it's pretty phenomenal. So you guys are really going to enjoy this one. So let's go ahead and play the brand new Jammy Jam, and we'll play some other music videos after it while we're playing videos, and then we'll go back to Q&A and answering questions. In the meantime, keep the comments flowing. Reminder, we're still live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. I'm going to be streaming for like the next 40 or so minutes. Even though the pod is over, I'm going to stick around, and we're going to watch videos and do Q&A and just have a good time. So yeah, let me get this video ready for you guys.
Shark Mafia.
It's Bitcoin lore. Even sharks want a store.
Ooh, it all started with a ghost, yeah, legend in the myth. So she dropped the code, then he vanished like this.
Poof, digital gold, no control. Now the bank's throwing fits. Why the huddle gang stacks never selling for a fix?
2025, now we can't be denied. Don't try, just pity up and join us on a rocket ride. Biddy fan worldwide, Bitcoin addicts living the Biddy high life. 100K party, got the sharks in the deep. Yeah, they heard us talking stats, now they trying to sneak a peek.
What's the seed phrase? Where the loot at? Mason jars sunk, but the sharks got the map. Deep sea ledger, yeah, they swimming in the stack. Shark mafia hodling, never giving sats back.
I be moving like a bitty baddie, never fold. Keys in cold storage, keep my treasure on hold.
Maxi Mind State, got that orange pill glow. If you ain't stacking sats, what you doing with your soul, bro?
Yeah, I see them lurking, they be watching from the deep. Trying to get my shine, but I never miss a beat.
Ledger in the trenches, sharks circling my feet. But I'm swimming with the whales, not the bait in the sea.
Oh no. Got my squad, got my studs, got my huddle gangsters in the zone.
If you fumble Bitcoin now, you'll be crying when we gone.
One BTC, then it's generational wealth. So I pass it to my kids, ain't no selling for my health.
Biddy up, stack it up, never let it go. Sharks in the water, but the gang in control.
Keys tight, vision bright, now we riding to the moon.
Bitcoin lore written, y'all gon' learn soon.
You already know.
If you ain't stacking sats, what you doing with your soul, bro? Trying to get my shine, but I never miss a beat. Ledger in the trenches, sharks circling my feet. But I'm swimming with the whales, not the bait in the sea.
Oh no. Got my squad, got my studs, got my huddle gangsters in the zone.
If you fumble Bitcoin now, you'll be crying when we go.
One BTC, then it's generational wealth. So I pass it to my kids, ain't no selling for my health.
Biddy up, stack it up, never let it go. Sharks in the water, but the gang in control. Keys tight, vision bright, now we riding to the moon. Bitcoin lore written, y'all gon' learn soon. Maxi Mind State, got that orange pill glow. If you ain't stacking sats, what you doing with your soul, bro? Clickbait, just shark bait.
Yeah, I see them lurking, they be watching from the deep. Trying to get my shine, but I never miss a beat.
Bitcoin,
Ooh, oh, oh.
shark bait.
Let me know what you think of the new track. It's fire. Love that video. We're going to play some classic jammy jams as well. The Puerto Rico Party Jam. My bad. That was obviously the wrong clip. Let's try that again.
Vibing in the tropics, the air's so sweet. Swaying to the rhythm with the Bitcoin beat. JV's on the court, he's calling the plays. Me and Serge ballin', winning all day. Starlit skies, strawberry moon, dancing to the whispers of a bitty tune. Thirsty under a Puerto Rican hunger moon.
Libra scales tip to Aquarius charm. It's Bitcoin astrology, we're disarmed. Manifesting lasting connections on this golden shore, this legendary perfection. So good we're craving more.
Doink, doink, give me more.
Coconuts crack, the fire pit's dragging. Flame lit, Spinderella spins and the fam's feeling.
Hot dealers unite, Puerto Rican delight. This is our night, keeping it tight.
Puerto Rico nights under Satoshi skies. Just try to stop this good time.
Mr. Number 11, won't you come with me to the party, I mean.
No bad wolf's gonna try, but bitty wolves
You can't deny.
from Bitcoin live streams to juicy by the sea wet dreams.
Strawberry goosey,
Sexy vacation. It's an
sexcation.
oceanfront kind of ecstasy. It's a 100K moist bitty dream.
Puerto Rico, Bitcoin doing.
This feels right, no ditty. It feels tight, so drippy. I wanna hear you cry out my name. I wanna make you feel the bang bang.
Ding dong on my door. Watch how I answer, I wanna soar.
Puerto Rico nights under Satoshi skies. Just try to stop this good time. No bad wolf's gonna try, but bitty wolves
You can't deny.
from Bitcoin live streams to juicy. By the sea, wet dreams.
Strawberry juicy.
This sexy vacation.
Sexcation.
It's an oceanfront kind of ecstasy. It's a 100K moist bitty dream.
Tell me more, boss man. My bitty king turns me on. Bitcoin. We're rebels, we're dreamers, we're the Bitcoin tribe. Living for the moment, I'm riding the rocket, living the bitty vibe. Bitty chemistry, bitty up, no diddy, get it up. Getting wet with our Bitcoin. Doing, we're going coin.
Bambalam bitty fam.
Welcome, Oracle. We're going to do one more music video and we'll get back to the Q&A. This is Stacking Sats like it's Max and Stacy.
Oh, bring me up, bitty glow. Prize discovery, yeah, let it show. Bang, 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 like a B-52, we built a bitty.
Stacked revolutionary love shack. Blue stacking sats like it's Max and Stacy. Stacking sats cause tax is crazy. I'm stacking sats cause the IMF hates me. Stacking sats cause the haters don't faze me. No Diddy, no Jay-Z. Stacking the bitty like it's Nipsey and JV. Stacking the bitty like it's paper and Chandy. Stacking BTC like caffeine in my canteen. Life is a game of chess that makes biddies the damn queen. Stacking BTC till they cancel me and I can't stream. Like Biggie, it was all a dream. Now the biddy has set me free.
Going, let's bitty up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Auto house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
I've always been a rapper, honky cracker, but now I'm a pastor, Bitcoin stacker. Now I'm a master of the Bitcoin standard. Hit 'em up faster than the Bitcoin panda. You can't touch me with your shitcoin flow. Like, do you even Bitcoin, bruh? Let me know. Welcome to the Bitcoin show. Now listen up closely, low-key. Stacking BTC like Satoshis. In El Salvador with my Bitcoin broskies. Raising up the bitty like Gohan. Living in a huddle house, we're not the pawns.
Going, let's bitty up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Auto house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
Bitcoin's dripping like a new Scottie Pippen 80 G's. We're royalty, bitty kings and queens, manifesting the kingdom that's finally come. Playing chess moves, checkmate, we won.
We're raising the roof in El Salvador. Freedom flows, IMF can't hold us no more.
Stacking BTC like Tate versus the BBC. Stacking the bitty like BTC OGs. Stacking BTC on Lightning with no fees. Stacking BTC like Snoop Dogg rolls weed. Stacking BTC like Scarface with a nosebleed. Stacking BTC like Shinobi, nobody knows me. Stacking BTC like everyone owes me. Stacking BTC like Max and John McAfee. Stacking BTC, accumulating sats so rapidly, so happily. Stacking BTC so casually, no casualties of galaxies around Earth fallacies. Stacking BTC on a flat Earth with no gravity. Stacking BTC cause Bitcoin is your majesty.
Going, let's bitty up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Auto house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
Bitcoin glow, stack it up, let it show. Price discovery, patience, game on, let's go. Biddy up, Roger out. We're changing the world, there's no doubt.
Bitcoin glow, stack it up, let it show. Price discovery, patience, game on, let's go. Biddy up, Roger out. We're changing the world, there's no doubt.
Bada boom, bada bing. Let me know what you think of the new video, and we play some of the classics, which I just love to play. Let me check the comments. I didn't get to read them all fully, but I have been just keeping a third eye on some of them here. So let's see. Go back up here. Greg says, I hate to say this, but if Bitcoin breaks below 88, the next stop down is 80. Below that is the old all-time high of 74. There may be a washout in play. So Bitcoin, wary Bitcoin pirates. You have been warned. New Chandy Jam. Woohoo! Thomas is excited. My next limit order is 85. Keep dipping Bitcoin. Chandy wrote, thank you, love to the haters. If you like Bitcoin, why are you hating on someone who doesn't get paid one fucking dime to create music for it? I spend lots of dimes to do it. And I actually want to touch upon that because a lot of people are just clueless. They don't know anything about anything. And so instead of appreciating your artwork, they just bash it because, this ain't my favorite music. Your music sucks. I just want people to know how disrespectful it is. Because first and foremost, she is a Bitcoiner. And second, she doesn't earn a dime through creating content. She does it because it's her fucking passion. She loves to share her art form with us, and which we're very grateful for. And not only does she do it for free, it actually costs her money to produce the songs that she is sharing with us and the music videos. And you guys have the balls, the fucking tenacity to diss it. It's fucked up. You just don't appreciate things at the end of the day. It's disrespectful. And I can say the same for a lot of content creators where you see someone on YouTube, you just assume they're making millions of dollars. Most of these fucking content creators don't make a fucking dime doing their craft every fucking day. I know from firsthand experience because it took me 3 or 4 years of doing this show every fucking day before I began to monetize. It's my passion. And the same concept with Chandy. So don't disrespect up-and-coming artists, especially Bitcoiners. Show your fucking support. At least show a little support or shut the fuck up. And I mean it. So I'll leave it at that. You're very welcome. People just don't get it. People, you don't get it. But I appreciate the art, and I know 99% of our fam loves your music. And that's why we appreciate you so much and very grateful for every song produced, every video. People don't realize the relentless hours that goes into creating a good song, from writing it, to producing it. It's not easy. And people don't know what they don't know. You feel me? Yeah, I think we can play a little of that right now.
That fuck 'em up.
So don't be disrespectful. Support fellow Bitcoiners. Like, I love supporting Bitcoiners just because they're Bitcoiners. Just because they're fucking Bitcoiners, I want to support fellow Bitcoiners, not tear them down. Like, there's not my favorite music. Just, come on now, guys. There you go. We love Chandy. Haters do not respect the chat. You're gone. Yeah, and most people have no clue what goes into being a content creator. They have no idea. Unless they've done it. Chandy is freaking awesome and very talented. Yeah, I dare say she is a music goddess. And I truly believe that. Her ability to manifest creation like an alchemist, like Michael Saylor. Manifest Bitcoin from the ether. No pun intended. Chandy the same way. She can produce incredible music to inspire people, and it's a phenomenal gift, which she should embrace. You feel me? I just came up to ask to restart the 90 and 100 jams ripping like the new Scottie Pippen. Precisely. And she does it for the love of the family and the biddy. And people don't get that. People have no idea. But now you know. It's not just that. I love sharing my art. I love getting people to be a part of the Bitcoin culture and doing my little part of the orange pill. Exactly. It's fulfilling. Same concept with my content creation. I'm not here to make money. I'm here because I feel like I'm doing what I was destined to do, which is spread the orange pill, and precisely what she's doing through the music. And I think that's why we make a great team. You feel me? I just came on, word. JV streaming on 3 platforms every day. Exactly. What's easy? Bitching. What's not? Fixing or doing anything on your own way. Exactly. Create your own Bitcoin music and best of luck with it. You know what I mean? If you don't like our music, they don't get it because they're sour. That's because they don't follow the advice given in my song. I wouldn't have wrote my song if Chandy hadn't pushed me to it. Exactly. So Chandy is inspiring our family, and that's all that matters. Okay, my mood is better. Y'all don't have to do it anymore. I'm blushing now. Stacking sats and hodling still, they can't have mine, but I'll buy theirs. Just keep stacking the Bitcoin music. Exactly. Very well said. Well, respect to all of us in this community. We're here. None of us is being paid. Not a single mod is being paid to be here. It's all service to others, 100%. So it's very disrespectful when people talk shit about our fam members because they're doing it out of their own heart. You know what I mean? No one's financially benefiting. I mean, I'll take that back. I'm financially benefiting. I get paid through ads and shit like that. But it doesn't even pay my bills. So it's like, we do this for the passion of the art, which is to spread the orange pill. That's why we're fucking here every day. Don't get me wrong. I do plan to put things for donating or whatever, little thing. Exactly. I strongly encourage Chandy to accept Bitcoin donations because I think a lot of you guys would help support her mission. I guarantee it. That said, Ving and these people are such idiots saying Bitcoin's going to zero. You dumbasses. Who's laughing now? Exactly. I pay myself. Look like our mods are being kept busy. Yeah, exactly. But anyways, welcome everybody.
Beach vibes hitting, sunshine grinning with the brightest, doing the warm weather hustle. Bitcoin's winning, the most creative and bold. The world cannot deny us. Bitcoiners are the leaders. We're next level best. Stack your appeal and stand beside us. Got my hodl house locked, you can't blow it down. Built like a strategic 3 little piggy style.
Thomas has a comment here. I had Chandy's song in my head all day at work, and I hit the highest production percentage I've ever have. This song here, Unleashed Speed. I didn't even know I had. Very grateful for Chandy. Now I'm curious, Thomas, which particular song raised your productivity? I always say she is a blessing to us, the CNA fam. Let someone come in this respect. Punks jump up and get beat the fuck down. That's right. Dance with the mantis, note the slim chances. Taking it straight to big man on campus. Render your weapons or get dropped to the canvas. Right, Serge? A lot of wrenches up in this bitch. Exactly. 80 G's. Crazy how you can say that about Chandy's music. You fucking crazy? That's what I'm saying. My computer has the most important things on it right now. We know who is who. The fam has each other's 6. Anyone who doesn't know can find out if they want. Fuck around, find out. Fuck around, find out. I'm out my fucking mind right now.
House. Bukele rules, now he leads this town. A visionary force wearing humanity's crown. He gave hope to this place, turned it bold and bright. Orange country bleeds blue, white, and orange light. Got cold storage, then move on down. Where volcanoes and currency flow, no frowns. No worries, no politics, no puppets, no clowns. Biddy up, stack and flow. I'm about to rocket out of a volcano, y'all. Biddy up, get down.
Comment from Boss33. People are ridiculously salty. If you have nothing good to say, keep it to yourself. Chandy works extremely hard on these tunes. We, our community here, should support one another as Bitcoin brings us together. And Chandy as well with her tunes. Just reposted that. Boss33, spoken like a true boss. Free Ross. Oh, he's a free man. Who are we going to free next? I say we free 2 people in particular come to my mind. Edward Snowden and Julian Assange. Let me know if you guys agree.
Bitcoin town, Bitcoin vibes in the Salvador glow. Kitty, 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 I feel your heat, you're melting me. I'm a puddle living in ecstasy. Bitcoin country is seducing me. Lava flows, it's like a Bitcoiner's G-spot, moist and on fire. Dragon flame trap, I think I'm caught. From volcanic peaks to the surf that rolls, El Salvador hits the spot. It's Bitcoin City, stacking sats and goals. Philosopher king, yeah, they call him the man. Analytics poetic, he's got the plan.
And shout out this jammy jam she created. This is called Biddy Up El Salvador. Phenomenal jam. Haters gonna hate Shandy. We just give them the middle finger and keep us stacking. Exactly. I have a thing where I can't remember that. I am froggy, and that's something people said back in the 90s. I don't back down from fights easily. Not a good thing. Exactly. I got 4. Give them the finger. Forget on another finger. Guess which 2 fingers is tattooed on? Let me know if I have to put over. I can help out. Get the trolls out. Free Snowden and Assange. Global heroes. Couldn't agree more. Trump has the opportunity to pardon these 2 gentlemen. Will he do it? Is the $1 million question. And correct me if I'm wrong. He could have pardoned them previous presidency. I think they've been in prison that long. Correct me if I'm wrong. Breaking news. The peace deal has been reached between the Russia and the Ukraine. Oh, so the imaginary war is finally over. Thank the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, if you're feeling froggy, leap. I think that's how the saying goes. Correct me if I'm wrong there, broskies. And again, welcome everyone join the live stream. We got the smooth sounds of JV. Here on Tuesday, markets correcting. We're down 6,000 on the day, February 25th, 2025. Chilling with the fam.
Bada boom, bada bang, bada boom, bada Bitcoin, bada boom, breaking banks, bada boom, we go. Laser.
Another dope track that's new as well is Bada Boom Bada Bitcoin. There's also a music video that's fire that goes along with this song. You can find it exclusively at Shandyton Music over on X and YouTube. Yeah, I noticed the tattoos on the fingers. Watching the home video facts. Shout out TNT. What it do? That's right, Matt. To the haters, of course.
Is locked, the biddy is Fiat's eclipse. Bada boom, bada bang. We're lunar high on a rocket ship. No keys, no crown, bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Wow. It's a beautiful day in the Bitcoin hood. Paper
just remind me which 100K song. There's so many references to 100K. I'm not sure. The newest song for the price target is the 110K song, which is the Blackjack one. Let me know if you meant that one or if you mean the original Puerto Rico one, which it references 100K in Puerto Rico, but before the music video Puerto Rico one. Because like I said, there's a lot of 100K variations, so I'm not sure which one precisely, but if you give me another hint, I may be able to guess it. Great news for the Russia and the Ukraine. Yeah, what it costs. How many lives and hundreds of billions of dollars? JB can't play Bring Facts at the party anymore. Yes, because YouTube don't recognize the difference between Johnny Cash and Bring Facts. So I can't play the party clip, but you guys can still find it on Shandy's X account, of course. Any of them. Oh, you got it. I think let's do this one. I think this is the throwback 100K one you may be referencing, and then we'll do the Blackjack one.
100K Bitcoin and play. Dip, rip, rip. What felt like a mountain was just a little hill. We are not declining.
Yeah, so FYI, these particular caps are not available yet. So here's how it works. I do have a merch store, which hasn't been updated in years, just to keep it 100. It's, I think, merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. I always keep the link in the description. However, since, I don't know, 5-6 months, I've just been promoting Sergio hats because I love them so much. And Sergio's a nice guy, so he reached out to me and was like, JV, you're helping me sell so many hats. I should like give you your own site and link and your own custom caps, and your audience can buy them from that, you know, address. And I think he's working on creating something like that for me where you'll be able to buy these exclusively, but currently you can't get them until we put them up. So maybe in the next week or so, we'll have a site up and you guys can order the custom caps. But right now I'm just promoting Sergio, bitcoincaps.net, just because I love the guy and he produces the best quality caps. Simple as that. And these ones will be available soon, hopefully in the next week or so. But right now you can still get like the camouflage Bukele and all the other caps I rock. These were exclusive from the party, so they're not available yet. Smack that like, thank you. Oh yeah, the Zero Fucks Given hat is in that store, which you rocked at the party. So there's still some good options at the merch store. Just like I said, nothing has been up to date. They've just been the same selection from years ago. I've been slacking when it comes to the merch. And I know Chandy and I have plans on relaunching our merch store with all new designs, but we still got some work to do. Yep, that's the 100K song. I'm going to keep it playing. I'm going to run to the restroom. We got 2,000 people here. I'm going to stick around a little longer with you guys, but I do got to hit the men's room. I'll be right back. Enjoy the Jammy Jam, Chandy Jam.
Smiling and reflecting is a thrill. Looking back like Alan Jackson, remembering the days of 60G. Sweet, sweet for the Nipsey memories. Like Kenny Rogers knowing when to hold or fold 'em, like Satoshi when he crafted our freedom by giving us a blessing.
Hold, hold, never fold.
No Bitcoin in the summer, what a bummer. No BTC in the spring, that's gonna sting. No sat stacks in the winter when digging in a dumpster. Be careful not to get a splinter. No biddies in the fall, be aware Humpty got hurt falling off a fiat wall. Wise owls whisper clues in the wind. Hoot, 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 da-la-la doing, da-doing. The ghost of Satoshi lives. You can hear his guidance through rustling leaves in the wind. Listen closely as he whispers
100K Bitcoin in play, stack sats. Now please do this, my friend.
we are 5th level investing G's. Bonafide whole coiners making honey like we're working for a queen bee. Dragons and corrupt system slayers, we're innovative takers. Storing our wealth in private wallets, we hold the keys. Self-custody 100K, JV called it up, a biddy up on 100K Bitcoin and play. 100K Bitcoin, 100K Bitcoin and play. 100K Bitcoin, Super Saiyan. We invested in the unconfiscatable, the impregnable, the uncensorable. 100K Bitcoin and play. 100K Bitcoin today. 100K Bitcoin with bigger numbers on the way.
This is the classic, by the way. I'm glad you wanted me to play this, Oracle. We haven't played it in a long time. I step out for a minute and y'all sold? Come on, man. It's happening. Love your work, JV. The most reliable daily. More reliable than the Tokyo Met. I appreciate that. P. Shkamil. Let's get it. I've worked with that site before, and I'm telling you, the overprint t-shirts and sweaters are where it's at. Remember that 1 Bitcoin will always be equivalent to 1 Bitcoin. Hodl. Appreciate the reminder. Everything else falls apart. I post some of the video today on X. Bada boom, bada bing. I bought a Bitcoin.
My bitty fam will be styling on a private jet, flexing with no master, no regrets. Bound for Puerto Rico, can't wait, that's no ditty. We'll style in the look of 100K, we'll be 100 G's. Mile high bitty, doing it up club. La 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 da la bitty, doing it up, bitty up. We're ballers, making moves, shooting down old all-time highs. Nothing but net, smashing records like Shaq, making records like Dax.
Step back with your COVID vax. Seriously, still
No way, the gig is up, so is the biddy. Bitcoin is up, the lala bitty up, no diddy up. We're a BTC Hall of Fame hodl gang. We're a BTC Hall of Fame hodl gang. Bitcoin is the currency of the people. Bitcoin's immutable versus evil. We're a 5th level team working for the Bitcoin force. Manifesting is our way, orange Peldon on a spacebound course. Celebrating whole corner fame, our aggressive stacking ways cannot be tamed. Fiat so lame.
Lame, limp, lame.
FUD, no FUD, no FUD. Fame, we check yes to Satoshi fame. We're ballers making moves, shooting down old all-time highs. Nothing but net, smashing records like Shaq, making records like Dax. On 100K Bitcoin and pull 100K Bitcoin. Super Saiyan, we invested in the unconfiscatable, the impregnable, the uncensorable. 100K Bitcoin and play. 100K Bitcoin today. 100K Bitcoin with bigger numbers on the way. It's time to celebrate. 100K Bitcoin is in play. A 100K party is on the way. I finally get to meet my Bitcoin family. Face to face, perfect timing, never late.
That's a fucking classic. Let me know what you think of that Jammy Jam. And we're going to play the newest 110,000 song, which is our Blackjack Baby. One of my faves as well. Enjoy it.
I've got a pretty bitty feeling. 110K to 111K, get that dealer to dealing. It's time for the Blackjack Jam. Let's play. I hold a bitty hand, bro, stacking sats, no turning back. Chips on the table, sats in the stack.
Bitcoin stacking is a high stakes game. We have $1 million claim. We know we already won. That's why we hodl strong, never fold. Got no poker faces on. We got that black.
I didn't realize I have 3 YouTube channels. Do you really? Do you post I didn't even know you posted content on your YouTube channels. I know you're very active on X. Everyone, make sure you're following the Oracle, by the way, on X and whatever YouTube channel you're using. I didn't know you had 3 of them. Wow.
Jack Destiny.
It's a Sashi lunar dream. We hit 110 as green candles took over the sky. Rockets are taking off, planes are on standby.
Tonight the sky is reserved for VIPs on BTC powered rockets. What a rush. We have a seat at the table but never need to bluff.
Yeah.
Flip the next card, biddy boom, 21's the score. Blackjack, baby, a 10 is up on the table. I'm sensing divine intervention. Now dealer, please flip an 11.
Blackjack, baby, 21's the score. 110 to 111, we're begging for more. A perfect 10 matched with a sexy ace. Time to ascend, we're destined for outer.
Speaking of blackjack, when I was in El Salvador, there's a little flex. I did pretty well at the blackjack table. I was with the Bitty Broskies. That was my first experience at a casino in El Salvador. The El Salvador casino was phenomenal. Let me explain why. Not only did they serve you like drinks and food, like they were just extremely kind. I was orange pilling the dealers, the pit boss, the managers. We were like the only ones in the casino, us Bitcoin Broskies. And they were asking us a lot of questions. And we actually got them to purchase Bitcoin on the Strike app. They're like, how do we even buy Bitcoin? And we're like, it's pretty simple. Download the Cash App. And they're like, oh, snap. Cash App is not accessible in Bitcoin country. So try the Strike app. And bada boom, bada bing. They were able to purchase their pretty little bitties using the Strike app. So it was like a win-win. We all win. But it was a lot of fun. It was a great experience. The people were extremely kind. We had great conversations. And again, serving food and drinks. And it's free. Plenty of blackjacks. It was a great time. I want to go back.
Space, that's an sexy doing winning pair. Bitcoin astrology is in the air.
Thank you, Jesus. The imaginary war is over.
The dealers sweating, fiat bankers folded. They tried to bluff. Bitcoin's the ace. Humanity wants to heal. It's had enough.
Okay, Thomas says the song that boosted my production percentage was the one that goes Bitcoin set me free. Does that ring a bell? What song, Chandy, if you know? I definitely sell a house to buy the biddies at $88,000 in the year 2025. Only reason I don't have a Jeep is because the Bitcoin. Having to wait because of the Bitcoin, want the Jeep, need the biddy. Strike is great for me in the UK. Anyone have negative thoughts or experiences? Yeah, their headquarters is in El Salvador. So it's definitely one of the places I would recommend. It's a great app. Jack Mahler's company is phenomenal, Strike. And I have nothing but good things to say about them as well. I remember a long time ago when I tried to set up my Strike account, it wasn't available yet in Puerto Rico. I like to believe it's now available, but I have yet to follow up and see if I can create my Strike account and set it up. But I know in the mainland US, obviously, but Puerto Rico is a territory and a little more complicated, I guess.
Through dips, pumps, and bends, we held our biddy hand. 10 and 11, we're on a winning streak. The biddy can't be beat.
Hit me.
And shout out to everyone joining us. We do got about 2,100 people here, ironic enough. That's a blackjack, baby. And we're still live on X Rumble and YouTube. And it's not too late to comment, to quote, or repost the live stream. So you know what to do, broskies.
Again, I'm buying more sats cause Biddy is a perfect bet. BTC isn't a gamble, it's a perfect money kind of asset. Generational wealth, yeah, our future's set.
Doing. Biddy has the green light. The Biddy coaster's on an uphill climb.
And you know it's a Chandy Jam because she always has their signature, the doing. I think in every song. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I typically hear the doing. It's like, oh, that's a Chandy Jam. Signature right there. It's like her signing her artwork. The doing.
Hodl gang thriller ride. Pretty Biddy looking drippy with that orange glow. BTC goes doing it.
Yeah, so Strike also offers a Lightning wallet as Exodus does. I was using the Exodus mobile wallet when I was in El Salvador, when I wanted to make purchases or transact with Bitcoin. And a lot of the locals accept Bitcoin via the Lightning Network, whether they're using Shivo or Exodus or any Strike Lightning wallet. It's irrelevant as long as it's a Lightning wallet. But Lightning, for those that don't know, it's a layer 2 scaling solution. And like I said, Exodus and Strike both offer it for free. And you can zap sats virtually instantly and free. Like when I say free, virtually free, meaning it's so minuscule, it don't matter. Like when I sent $10 to purchase my pupusas for dinner for me and my friend, the transaction fee on the Lightning Network was 2 pennies. So it cost me $10.02, virtually free. That's the beauty of the Lightning Network. Where if you just use the regular Bitcoin network, another example is when we had the VIP day, I paid for the transportation to the driver. It took about 20 minutes for the transaction to clear. Whereas if we would have used Lightning, but he didn't accept Lightning, maybe it was a little confusing for him at the time, whatever, it would have been instant. But because we used the regular Bitcoin network, again, 20 minutes later, it cleared. And if you don't know now, you know.
It's so legit.
Blackjack, baby, 21's the score. 110 to 111, we're begging for more.
Ooh, Ashes of Cinderella is a classic. One of my faves.
A perfect 10 matched with a sexy ace. Time
Shout out BitStack P. Welcome to the live stream.
to ascend, we're destined for outer space. That's an sexy doing winning pair.
That's right. The zero fucks given cap that Bring Facts rocked at the 100K Fiesta, which you see photos of. You can find that on the merch store, merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. And of course, any purchases made through there help support me and my mission here at Crypto News Alerts. There's many ways to support the stream, whether it's through the Patreon, whether it's through subscriptions to memberships here on the channel for YouTube, or subscriptions over on the Rumble. You can donate Bitcoin directly. You can even donate Ethereum, or you can purchase merch. All of those is a win-win. So just FYI, you can pay your bills on Strike without having to sell your biddies and getting hit with a transaction fee twice. It's not too late. 88,420. Let's go. Roll a fatty to that one. Hits from the gong, or should we take hits from the bong? Biddy broskies. Speaking of the gong, I think we're long overdue. Maybe we got to strike that motherfucker and we'll send the biddy price north where it belongs. Let's go. I think I struck it with like this. That sounded a little harsh. Let's try it again. Better. Much better. Master Shredder, how dare you? Bang, bang, bang on the door is what I've been hearing in my head since last night. Hey now. I like those lyrics. That's saying bang, bang on the door, the one 80Gs multiple times. Oh, speaking of 80Gs, let's see. I still got it saved. We're going to play 80Gs because we blew past it so fast. As you know, Chandy has like a 69Gs, a 60Gs, 70Gs, 80Gs, 90Gs, 100Gs, 110Gs. Well, here's the 80G song, which in my opinion is one of the best songs ever produced. Enjoy, now that we're in the 80s.
The players, 80Gs give us sexy little shivers. We are the makers and takers, but we orange pill, which makes us the givers. Paying it forward, 80Gs not too late. Don't ignore us, 80Gs, take the life-saving bait. 80Gs filling our cup, we're dragons that slay. BTC up, and here we are at 80K. We slid our way to 80K. Ding, ding, I love the rise and the dying and the bitty pretty Bitcoin. November 2024, the highest Bitcoin price action ever rolled since the inception of the Genesis block. Pushing the way to 80K, no roadblocks. Hodlers are not surprised, not shocked, but bang, bang, bang like a B-52. We built a bitty stack, revolutionary love shack. Bang, bang on the door, baby, Bitcoin's here, we're bitty stacked. Welcome to the 80s and the 80Gs, baby business. Don't be a punk while we BTC rock in the 80s. 80Gs, that is. We're a mix of aces and perfect tens.
We're blackjacks, we don't bend. We hodl winning hands to the end. Like Wyatt Earp, Eastwood, and Doc Holliday. We're outlaws holding our biddies close to our chest. Buy BTC, just try it, make our day. We're Bitcoin jocks from the wild, wild west. Know when to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding. Bitcoins are ripping like a new Scottie Pippen. 80 G's, we're royalty, biddy kings and queens. Our kingdom has come, we've been manifesting. We're raising up the biddy like Gohan. We live in a hodl house, we play chess and we're not the pawn. We're raising the roof now. Big bad wolf who? Oh no, he's gone, cause he was the pawn. Sorry, I'm behind. We're built tougher than bricks, ready and coming at 'em. We're strategic and steady, no rush, 5th level ready. 80 G's on our way to 1 mil. The name of the game is hodl, take an orange pill. Like a squirrel, we hodl, we store. Peanut, you got a twisted deal. We're gonna hodl more in memory of you. Nipsey will too. 80 G's is exciting now, but a future memory. It's a USA saving, T-pump moment in Bitcoin history. Bitcoin is going up forever, that's no mystery. This roller coaster ride is not for the weak, but it is exhilarating, built for prosperity, not misery. Bitcoin price discovery is in play.
Higher numbers are on the way. That's my favorite part. Price discovery is in play. Higher numbers are on the way. Amen.
Higher numbers are on the way. Just do your best, it is not too late. You will be blessed, have a little faith. Leave the rest to Satoshi and God. Think of Moses and the rod. Think of Satoshi and Free and Ross. Bitcoin doesn't have to be a future loss. Bitcoin doesn't have to be a future loss.
You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink. Hodl, hodl, hodl. Study up, pray and think. Don't miss your lifeboat. Take an orange pill, this isn't Play-Doh. Use your God-given free will. Biddy up, make a dough. Price discovery is more than a name. It's a rare phenomenon. Bitcoin is a patient man's game. Beyond dream on your yesterday's way.
And my favorite other part is coming up, where it builds up with the bang bang. It's coming up. Let's go.
Bring me a bitty glow. But bang, bang, bang.
Like a B-52, we built a biddy stats. Revolutionary love shack. Bang, bang on the door, baby. Bitcoin's here, we're biddy stacked. Welcome to the 80s and the 80 G's. Biddy business, don't be a punk while we BTC rock in the 80s.
80G status, that is, yes, one of the best songs in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think of 80Gs, especially those of you who missed it when we first conquered 80Gs. And it was very short-lived because by the time the song was made, it felt like 2 days later we were in the 90Gs, and then 90G song came, and a couple days later we were 100. People don't realize how fast we went from the previous all-time high in the 60s, just smashing the 70s, smashing records, shattering the 90s. 100, 109.3, and people take that for granted, how fast we just ripped the fuck up in price discovery. And obviously we're revisiting that in the 80s. So here you have it. Stacking stats like it's Max and Stacy. Amen. This song was magical on the beachfront party pad, the good old sandbox. Amen. Had a blast with you guys at the 100K fiesta. I walked through the sandbox on accident over and over, and I kept forgetting it was there. Gonna go, fam. Gotta set up my devices. Wishing you the best, Oracle. Thank you for tuning in. And we hit the top of the hour, so it is what it is. Thank you guys for tuning in. We hit over 2,100 on the live stream. Appreciate the support. I'll be back tomorrow, hump day, same bit time, same bit channel, as we continue to rock in the 80s. 80G status, that is BTFD. Take advantage of it. See you soon. Deuces.
80 G's.